This 10,000-foot peak in Patagonia might have the most difficult summit approach of any mountain on Earth, and the reason why will surprise you. But first, let me know in the comments what you'd like to see tomorrow for day 6 of Mountain Month. This is Cerro Torre, a jagged peak located in Argentine Patagonia. It rises to a modest elevation of only 10,262 feet. But what Cerro Torre lacks in height, it more than makes up for with its dramatic appearance. That's because the mountain is a steep, narrow rock finger that rises thousands of feet above its surroundings. However, despite this appearance, Cerro Torre is often overlooked for the more famous Fitzroy, which rises to an elevation of 11,171 feet, only a couple of miles to the northeast. But although it might be overlooked by casual travelers or geography fans, Cerro Torre is actually notorious within the mountaineering community due to its extreme level of difficulty. In fact, climbing Cerro Torre is so difficult that early explorers actually thought it was impossible to do so, and it's still regarded as one of the most challenging climbs on the entire planet. Now, there are 3 primary reasons that Cerro Torre is so difficult to climb, the first being its distinct shape. Because it's a rock finger, the summit of Cerro Torre is surrounded by large steep cliff faces on all sides. That means that every route to the summit requires a high degree of difficult technical climbing. Now, although the degree of difficulty or the length of the climb might be influenced by Cerro Torre's distinct shape, technical climbing isn't exactly an uncommon obstacle in mountaineering. Neither is the second obstacle that makes Cerro Torre difficult, the weather. Cerro Torre is notorious for having horrific weather, including heavy precipitation, frequent cloud cover, and dangerously strong winds. Although, again, bad weather isn't exactly unique to Cerro Torre. The strong winds in the region, however, do contribute to the third obstacle that makes Cerro Torre so difficult, one that is much rarer, the ice mushroom. You see, the summit of Cerro Torre is perpetually covered in a so-called mushroom of ice. This mushroom has formed as the result of super cold water droplets being carried by strong winds across the Patagonian ice sheet to the west. As soon as these super cool droplets collide with something that is below freezing, in this case the summit of Cerro Torre, they freeze immediately, forming something called rime ice. Now, the rime ice mushroom on Cerro Torre is incredibly difficult to climb, and many climbers have been turned back by it just short of the actual summit. The presence of the ice mushroom, in addition to the horrific weather and the degree of difficulty associated with climbing the rest of the mountain, makes Cerro Torre one of the most challenging climbs on Earth.